Hey guys, it's me and it's What's Up Wednesday. We're going to do something with these fingernails today. I've got 3 of them. This one definitely. This one. And this one. No. This one that really need a little more length to them. That one needs a lot of length. We're going to start with this one. And I'm going to show you what I do to, you know, kind of even my nails out a little bit so that they don't look so weird, you know, and all, well, they're all different lengths, but you know what I'm saying. Not any really short ones. So, we're going to use this Acryl Gel Professional Clear. This is basically, it's a poly gel. And we're going to use it on these. And, you know, I'll show you what I do. So, we'll be right back. That one right there. That one right there. Okay, so you want to make sure that your nails are really clean. And, you know, you push your cuticle back. I've got like legs here. I'm trying to work around. You can see the one. You know, push the cuticle back. Some people cut, well, most people cut their cuticles. I'm not a cuticle cut person. I do things outside. You know, I'm in the maybe some gardening, cleaning things. You know, your cuticles are there to protect this area, and if you accidentally cut them off too far, you can end up with infections, and you know they're there for protection. So I mean, if you're indoors all the time and you don't ever touch anything, you don't, you know, then yeah, you know, like you have a maid, then I don't think you have to worry about that. And I do think that a lot of women go to a salon and have their nails done like every couple of weeks or so. I don't do that. I've actually never in my whole life been to a nail salon. So this is all me learning how to do this on YouTube. So I got that all pushed back. I picked out a form that really kind of fits on there really well, fits my nail really well. I've never used these kind before, so this is going to be, you know, I'm just doing this one at a time because y'all know. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to use some rubbing alcohol. Now, there are things that you can purchase that may or may not work better than rubbing alcohol. I personally have never used anything except rubbing alcohol. And, you know, you just want a little bit on a cotton ball. And we're just going to put that across the nail. Just because we want to make sure that, you know, it's a little bit dry. Actually, I might have done that too soon. Yeah, I did. The first thing you want to do is take a file and kind of like file on your nail. Not hard. You just want to kind of, what you're doing is you're making something for the product to stick to so that your nail isn't completely flat. Or, you know, if you already have product on your nail, you know, maybe you're just kind of straightening that out a little bit. Okay, now we're going to go back with the cotton ball. Working back, like I said, it's been a long time since I've done this. Like a really, really long time. I'm going to dry that off. Okay, and I actually, there's another product that I need. I'll be right back. Okay, I've got some more tools here. I have a little brush that's really pretty stiff. That's exactly what I want. Okay, so we're starting to have a breeze here. Don't go blowing stuff away. This is pretty cool. It actually has a brush on it, but I've already used this one before, so I'm going to use it again. We've got a little spatula here, and I have a little cup with some rubbing alcohol in it. Again, there is an actual product that you can purchase for this. What I'm going to use that for is to dip my brush in so that the poly doesn't stick to the brush. And then I'm going to use the brush to kind of move the poly around where I want it to go. So, yeah. Here we go. We're going to open this up. This is really old, but as you can see, it's the first time it's ever been opened. Does it have a made in China? I do not see a expiration date on here. Sometimes it's stamped. I'm not seeing it, but you know, hopefully because it's been really, you know, not opened at all, it will. Oh yeah, that's sticky. Okay. All right, so from what I've seen, because I watch a lot of YouTube channels, this is a tricky part. Is we want to get some on here, but we don't want to get too much, but we don't want to get too little. So I'm thinking that's one of those things that practice makes perfect. Okay, I know you're in there. Whoa, here she comes. Okay, and we're hoping that that's going to be enough. I want to go ahead and try and put the top back on that, and we're going to put this right in the form. I might have done that wrong. I might have should have put it further in there, because that's really where you want it to be the thinnest. Yeah, so here we go. And this is easier when it's not clear, but I'm going with clear because I'm going to want to paint it when I'm done. So let's, and you know, there are more expensive brands that probably work much better. You know, so we may have some issues here, not only because of my lack of experience, but also I'm just going back and dipping my brush just to try and keep this from. Now I see them pushing it. I don't have a lot of room to work here, so I think I actually might need more. Is that even a thing? Okay. Alright. Yeah, if you have, yeah, I mean, they make it with color already in it, which would be so much easier to see what you're doing, obviously. I do feel like I want just a tiny bit more. Please don't blow away. Please don't blow away while I'm trying to do this. Please. Ooh, Jiminy Crickets. I just hit the camera. Sorry, guys. You know, better too little than too much. You can always add to it. It's a lot easier than you know, trying to take away if you've got too much, right? So let's... I do highly recommend that, you know, especially if you're like me and you've never even so much as been to a salon before, you know, go out and ask a lot of questions, watch a lot of videos. Yeah, this would be a lot easier to tell if I was doing it right. I do feel like it's ready though, so, and of course, and this should not like dry up on you. It should stay pliable until you put it under your UV light. Should being the key word there. Again, you know, I don't have the most expensive product, so alright, we are going to flip it over and put it on the nail. Actually, not looking too bad. Alright, and I am going to, I have a single here. Small lamp, if I can get it in here without messing anything up. Of course, you know, everything is backwards. Alright guys, it's looking like I'm just going to have to do this. Alright, here we go. Okay, and let's see. There's our lamp, and we have avoid contact with skin and eyes. Always put in dry, cool place. Keep out of heat. I'm not seeing actual directions. So I'm probably going to run it through twice just to be on the safe side. And hopefully we're going to have like a new nail. Wouldn't that be awesome? So, okay, I will come back when I have this, you know, cooked to my satisfaction. Okay, so I put it under the lamp for about, I put it under like 60 seconds and then another 60. So it, you know, this always seems like magic when I do this. I can never believe that it's actually going to work. But here we go. So supposedly we're just going to kind of press on the sides a little bit. I don't know. Does it still feel sticky? No, not really. It's on my fingers. Okay, because what we want to do is disconnect this from the actual poly. And, you know, I'm kind of afraid to really pull it off. Yeah, this is, we're going to wiggle a little bit, see if we can't loosen it up. It should come off. Hello. It should come off easier than what's happening here. Maybe I didn't bake it long enough. Okay, guys, I'm thinking maybe, maybe we need to go a little longer, because we don't seem to be coming off. Wait. Oh, I think I got something here. Oh, little by little. Seriously, it should just pop right off. But, so there you see, I have my nail, and you do want to be careful when you're, filling this, that you don't get too much on the underside, because you don't want it coming down up under your finger, under your flesh. Really uncomfortable. Okay, no, it actually feels pretty good. I think I am going to put it under the lamp for another 30 seconds just to see if I can't get it to toughen up a wee bit more. So I'll be right back. Okay, that seems to have done the trick. So now you basically have, I'll tell you that's, what this is going to do. It's going to make me want to do all of them. But now you have all this, you need to do something with that. And, the reason I went with clear is because I'm going to polish these nails, so you're not going to see the poly anyways. Alright, so here is a wonderful tool for doing this. You really have to be careful with these because it's easy to overdo. Just, do the massive part that you need to get done, and then finish, with an emery board. Because, yeah. Okay. This was a battery operated, which is nice, except that you have to buy batteries. But, sometimes it'd be like that. But it comes with this, a little pamphlet. And one of my favorite things is where it tells me exactly what everything is for. This particular one is number 3, which is the shaping tool. We also have a fine shaping tool and a buffing tool and an emery head tool. I don't use the emery head too much because I would rather just use an emery board. You can hurt yourself with these things. Like, it will go right through that nail, and then you'll have like a burn in your flesh under the nail that hurts so bad. And if you put anything over that, you can actually cause an infection. So this is a tool to be very, very, very careful how you use it. Use it gently. This one just has 1 speed, so, And, as far as the poly is concerned, this brand looks like Acrogel Professional Clear from, what is that, Miss Cheering, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, this was like $3, okay? If you pay for a $10 one, it's probably going to be a lot easier to manage than the $3 one. That's, part of paying more for it. So, I am going to just, we're going to test it out first. Oh, very nice. Alright, and you can also, if you want to, you can cut some length back on it if you would like. But I'm going to take some of this length off and shape it up a little bit, and we'll be right back. Okay, so this camera is really messing with me. It's hard to get an angle when, it's just not wanting to go right. But here's the nail. So it's, pretty much the same length as the other nails, maybe a little bit longer. I'm good with that. So basically I need to fix this one, and then it'll be time to dip. So what do you think? One mistake I made right off the bat, and again, this would not happen, I think, if I wasn't using clear. If I had something with color that you could see more. I got a nice amount on this side, but it's too thick on this side. So I am going to have to use my Dremel and really get underneath of here. I'm going to get my electric one out. the one that plugs in that's a little bit stronger than this one, because this isn't just a matter of shaping. I'm going to have to really take some of that out of there. But other than that, looks pretty good, and it's, you know, it won't break. It's stronger than my real nails, and it will protect that nail so that it can grow. So that wasn't too much. I mean, like I said, it takes, you know, practice makes perfect. Just make sure that you don't get too much underneath. You can see where I've got, you know, I'm a little thick here. It shouldn't be that thick, but you know, it's gonna look all right. And my actual nail is long enough that it's not like going down under my skin. So even though it looks a little strange, I'll take the Dremel to it, and it's going to look fine as far as you know, like I really I kind of botched that side up, but still, practice makes perfect. So until the next time, I hope you wake up dancing, ba boom boom. Wake up dancing every single day. Bye-bye.